Hi, I'm Brandie Hadfield. I'm the president of Attachment Parenting Canada, creator of the Dream Method for Healthy Family Sleep, and co-creator of the Infant Sleep Educator certification with bebo. And today I'm here with Well.ca to talk about creating a dreamy family bedroom. So first thing you need to think about when you're creating your bedroom is the nighttime routine and how that fits into things. You really want to have your sleep environment to be as tech-free as possible, and about an hour and a half before you're ideally falling asleep, you're wanting to be free of things like smartphones, laptops, or television. The reason why is that you're exposing yourself and your kids to blue light, which actually suppresses the hormone melatonin, and then that makes it more difficult to fall asleep and stay asleep. So one of the common things I see is parents actually having their smartphones in their room, using it for baby apps, white noise, or checking social media in the middle of the night. And we want to get rid of that ideally. And when you're taking your child for their wind down routine, you're reading them stories and these kinds of things rather than watching movies to fall asleep. And you can use a rocker to actually help relax and settle them down. From infancy all the way through to toddlerhood, even some older kids really still enjoy reading a book and rocking in a rocker. One of the reasons why we instinctually sway with a new baby when we hold them is because of all the benefits that motion does have for infants and toddlers. One of those things is it actually helps with the cerebrospinal fluid washing over the inner ear, which aids in language development, gross motor skills, and it even helps stimulate bone growth and increasing the parent-child bond. So as I said, keeping your environment tech-free. Sometimes you still want to have access to a telephone for a private conversation. So if you want to do that, you can go old school with a telephone plugged into your wall like this. As well, when relaxing and winding down for sleep, we want to look at what noise pollution there possibly is that can create stimulation, wake you up, or make it more difficult to fall asleep. So white noise machine is fantastic for that. I've actually been using them since before I became a parent. And what I love about these models is that they don't plug into any wall, so you can take them traveling if you're staying at a hotel or relatives and that kind of thing. So this one has the shushing sound, which babies love to hear, and again, why we instinctually do that when our babies are fussy, we instinctually shush them. And this one has a variety of options, which sometimes toddlers really enjoy hearing, things like the sound of the rain falling or ocean waves. And it also just has the regular white noise, which kind of sounds like a fan. So I love both of these options for white noise in the bedroom. So as I was saying, we want to keep the bedroom as tech-free as possible, but we do need some source of light, so that's why I love salt lamps. They don't emit that blue light I was mentioning that suppresses melatonin. Instead, they give off a nice warm glow, which is more similar to like a campfire glow. And they also help to reduce allergens in the bedroom, which is another awesome benefit of using a salt lamp in your room. We want to think about humidity and temperature as well for all of our comfort. And the Grow Egg actually shows you what the temperature is in the room, and you get a smiley face on there if it's an ideal temperature for a baby. And if not, if it's too hot or too cold, it will glow to let you know that you need to adjust the temperature in the room. Humidity should be kept at ideally around 50%, and a cool mist humidifier is much preferred so that if your curious toddler is investigating, they're not at risk of burning or scalding. Another option for a beautiful bedroom environment is some essential oil, but keep in mind that not all are safe for babies and toddlers, but two that are approved if used properly are lavender and chamomile. And where everybody is actually going to be sleeping, the American Academy of Pediatrics and Health Agency of Canada, the two governing bodies on sleep in North America, prefer if the baby is rooming in with parents in their separate sleep space next to the bed. The AAP originally said 6 months, but they've recently extended that to a full year. And that's just so that if the baby needs anything in the middle of the night, whether it's feeding, comfort, or an adjustment in temperature, you're very close to be able to make those accommodations. As well, it's much more convenient and efficient, and you get back to sleep a lot quicker if they're close by. While ideally baby is in their own separate sleep space, which is bare, free of clutter, free of pillows and this kind of thing, they do often end up in our bed. And actually upwards of 70% of families admit that at one point of the night or another, their baby or toddler ends up with them. So we need to make sure that we keep that in mind with a safe sleep environment, and also that we're considering protecting our mattress. And we don't want to sleep with plastic sheets, so that's why I like these Depends as an option for your mattress protection. Or for a more eco-friendly choice, we have this one, which can be washed and reused. So while we're thinking about middle of the night guests in our bed, we need to consider the safety of their sleep space as well as ours, because generally adult beds are not designed with the safety of children in mind. So we want to keep things like bedding and pillows to an absolute minimum. Ideally, the mattress is much more closer or directly on the floor. And actually in the description, we'll have a link to all of the bedroom safe sleep tips that I have, as well as all of my top sleep saboteurs. Because when you're taking care of things like environment, lifestyle, and nutrition, you often don't even need to entertain the thought of sleep training. You can take care of all of these things and get the best sleep possible holistically. So if you have any other tips or questions or comments, we'd love to hear them below and we will respond to them.